Madam Clerk, you ready? All right, good. Welcome to the Livingston Township Council meeting, November 24th, 2025 at 7:30. Statement of compliance with sunshine is as follows. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Publics Meeting Act. An adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required by law. Specifically, the annual notice was emailed to the West Essex Tribune and Star Ledger on January 3rd, 2025. The agenda and resolutions for the meeting are available at livingstonnj.org. Certain portions of this meeting may be closed to the public for purpose of personnel and/or matters outlined in Sunshine Law. Decisions made and/or discussed in closed session will be made known to the public at a later time. Notice to members of the governing body and township staff, any use of electronic devices during this meeting shall be used solely for the purpose of the township business, and any communications are subject to the Open Publics Record Act. To the extent possible, this evening's Township of Council meeting will be live streamed via Facebook at www.facebook.com/Livingston Township NJ. Questions or comments will be accepted by emailing livcomments@livingstonNJ.org by 4 p.m. on the day of the meeting and shall be shared with the Township Council before the meeting. Each speaker should follow the rules order in Livingston Code 2-15.3. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Anthony.
Here.
Batani.
Here.
Vieira.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Klein.
Here.
Mayor Meinhardt.
I'm here. We're going to rise in a moment for a moment of silence. We keep in our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts Officer Brian Baker and his family. We pray for his soul, and we also keep his family and his kids in our minds and our thoughts and our hearts as they go through this tragic time in their lives. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I do not see Eileen Fishman here from the county. There are no proclamations and presentations. May I have a motion to approve the minutes pending corrections of November 10th, 2025 regular and conference meetings and the November 10th, 2025 closed sessions meetings?
Motion.
And you guys want to accept take a second for the minutes?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Okay, can I have a motion to open up the public comments on agenda items only?
I'll make a motion, Mayor.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Just as a point of reference, we will be pulling Resolution 25-320 and 25-327 from the consent agenda. Seeing none?
I'll make a motion to close.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The consent agenda, all matters listed with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda as part of the general orders. Does anybody have any of the resolutions that they would like to be called out for separate votes? Seeing none, Carolyn, hearing none, Carolyn, will you please read all the resolutions except for number 5 and number 12, which is 25-320 and 25-327.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution 25-316, adopting summary plan description, flexible benefits plan. Resolution 25-317, establishing various fees for the Department of Recreation and Senior Services. Resolution 25-318, authorizing the approval of change order number 1 with Antonelli Cantor Rivera, Affordable Housing Council. Resolution 25-319, authorizing the award of a contract to Barton, Ross and Partners, LLC. Resolution 25-321, authorizing the sale of surplus property. Resolution 25-322, authorizing a contract with Reiner Pump Systems, Inc. Resolution 25-323, authorizing an emergency contract with Ischia Corp. Resolution 25-324, authorizing the award of a contract to Munworth Innovations, Inc. Resolution 25-325, certification of the annual audit 2024. And Resolution 25-326, corrective action plan 2024.
Is there a motion to accept?
I'll move them.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Anthony.
Yes.
Laptani.
Yes.
Viera.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Klein.
Yes.
Mayor Meinhardt.
Yes. Can I have a motion to open up the public portion on any subject?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
The meeting is now open to a public portion on any subject with a 3-minute time limit. Just please state the name and the town that you live in.
Can you please go first? I'm just waiting for a second.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Livingston first.
This is good, I'm good here? Whatever. We have a video here we'd like to play for everybody.
Just name and where you live,
Okay,
please.
it's a noise thing, we're here for the noise thing.
Name,
That would-
I'm
that
just
would-
asking for your name and where you live.
My name?
Yeah.
Anthony Armando.
Thank you.
We're here 2 months ago for the same thing, okay? The noise thing over at the car wash, okay? Predicated on your numbers, everybody's numbers here, and this, I don't know who you sent over for this noise thing,
The reading.
the reading for the decibels and all that. Once again, written on a spiral pad, the report we got, like scribbled. Who did you send there? What qualifications do they had? None of this. This is a joke right now, and you're wasting my time, and I don't like it. The situation over there, the noise, hasn't changed. Predicated on what you said here last time, if the noise was over a certain decibel, it would have been shut down. Predicated on your reports, it's more, and it hasn't been shut down. It's still annoying everybody. It's driving my cousin crazy. The noise is ridiculous over there. I'm amazed that the town of Livingston actually allowed this. And I've been in this town a long time. Some of the things that are incredible. To allow this to go through, something stinks here to high heaven. I don't know how it got through. As far as the planning board and the guys that, Marty and those guys, I can't see them letting this go through. I can't. And predicated on the numbers that the decibel numbers that the permit, your numbers you tested it yourself. It's way above, but yet this thing is still running. And at the meeting 2 months ago, that you said if they're not in compliance, it would be shut down. It's still running. It's still driving everybody crazy. That's how annoying it is.
Can I play it?
You want to play it? Go ahead. Right now, predicated on your numbers, and I don't believe the numbers are accurate either. I don't.
No.
The machine that they used, you could buy them on Amazon for $25, the decibel meter. Who gave the test? And there's plenty of ways to give a decibel reading. Who did it? There's not even, how qualified was the guy giving this test? You know, none of that. It's written, scribbled.
On a notepad.
I'll tell you what, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, it is. How does something like this get through a town like this? It's ridiculous. It's driving everybody to the point of, you're pushing us to the limit.
Could you please step back from the public while they speak, Mr. Reeses?
Oh, yeah, no problem. I was
3 minutes,
Thank
I think the 3 minutes is up as well.
It
I
is
think-
up,
I
it is
think-
up, but I want a definitive
what-
answer.
okay, I think-
Are they gonna shut it down or not?
Can I-
Predicated on your numbers,
can
are
I-
they gonna shut it down?
Can I say something?
Go right ahead.
I think we had this conversation before. I think what we're going to try to do is get out there tomorrow, and, you know, I think we're going to shut down the vacuum part of the thing, not the.
I get it, I understand.
Not the entire washer, not the entire car wash itself.
Understood.
But I think we had this conversation in conference already. I think we're going to have to go shut it down until the resolution is fixed. There are some stuff coming to resolve it. I think town manager can talk about it a little bit more. So go ahead, you want to go ahead and?
Yeah, so subsequent to these complaints, I know I went over there and listened to it, and I certainly understand where you're coming from. We went back and looked, and the planning board, what was presented to the planning board and the decibels, and that subject did come up with the planning board, and the testimony was premised on it being enclosed, and then they didn't enclose it. So that's the genesis of it. We did reach out to the operator and his attorney. They immediately engaged an acoustical engineer to design an enclosure structure. Obviously, I think we hoped it would proceed quicker than it has, but given how long it's taken at this point, particularly now with leaves off the trees and stuff, I think our inclination now is just shut down the vacuum until they get it enclosed. And the acoustical engineer has assured us that it will be below the limits once it's enclosed.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay. I also don't understand why it runs constantly, even if there's nobody there vacuuming. I'm not sure I understand the
Exactly.
system.
It's a turbine,
Yeah.
I understand that part of it, I do. But does it belong there? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a jet engine, basically, that's what it is. That's what's creating a vacuum. Everybody here has been at the airport, you hear jet engines. That's what it sounds like there. So, would anybody like that in their backyard?
No, I think your point's well taken, and that's why we've already discussed it before you got here.
Understood.
Okay,
May I
thank you.
just, Mayor, may I just say something? Anthony, I didn't know that you were in here when we were talking about it tonight, and I agree with the mayor. We are probably going to shut it down until it's, but if I knew that you were in here, I would have actually asked you to come in there so you could hear what we were talking about. But,
That's what we're here for, we're here to talk about it.
Good.
Sorry, and we're sorry about the inconvenience caused.
Can I speak?
Sure.
Joyce Armando, 7 Greenwood Court. So as you know, this is my second time here. Since I've been corresponding back and forth with Mayor Meinhardt and more recently Martin Charlanzio in zoning about the new car wash operating behind my house. It's been 2 months since I stood here to address my noise complaint, in which I recently had 3 additional neighbors join in my complaint that I submitted to the zoning and planning department and copied several members of the town council. For 2 more months, my family, my neighbors, and I continue to endure the constant, continuous noise that's making our quality of life absolutely miserable. I'm very angry. I'm not going away. I'm ready to fight the decibel readings that were conducted on October 2nd. I don't believe they're accurate one bit. You heard, so I wanted to play the sound bite. I didn't get a chance to do that yet, but I asked last time I was here, we invited you all to come to my home, in my home, not up at the car wash, in my home, to listen to what we have to listen to. It is inside my home, it's in my bedroom, it's in our kitchen, our dining room, it's all over the inside of our house with our windows and doors closed. It's outside, whether I'm walking my dog, taking my garbage out, trying to enjoy my yard, I can't. It is infuriating, and with every day that goes by, I'm more furious at this. I'm furious that this wasn't shut down immediately when I was told that if it was found to be out of compliance, the equipment would be shut down, and it never was. So, I'm angry, and I'm not going away, and if I have to, I'm going to hire an attorney, because this has reduced. There's no doubt in my mind that my property value has now been reduced by this noise. I'm never going to be able to sell my house with this going on in my backyard, and I'm never going to be able to enjoy my backyard again if this doesn't get resolved the proper way. So, I'm serious, I'm ready to fight this, and I don't care what it takes, but I'm not going away this time. So,
Thank you very much. I think you heard our discussion before.
yep.
I understand absolutely how furious you are. I think anyone here would feel the same way. I can say that some of the council members here were not aware that this was still going on, and had been unresolved, and it's terrible that you've been having to deal with this. I just want to be clear about that. When they came, I just want to, Barry, when they came and measured the decibels there, did it show at the time when they measured it that it was above the level that it was supposed to be at that time?
Yeah, our internal readings exceeded.
Okay, but Anthony was questioning the professionalism of the person who went over there. Is there a reason to think that they mismeasured it, or you just didn't like that it was written it was just written on the?
The actual tool they use to do this, they put the model number down on the report. It's $25 noise device on Amazon.
Decibel reader.
You
It's
can
not
buy it on Amazon.
All right, just.
legal.
How could that be accurate?
Okay.
Thank you. We're good. We know what to do.
Ask them to get back to you.
Anybody else for open public comments?
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
I asked in the conference meeting,
Just name, please.
Jean Stoloff, 18 North Drive. But they've been fighting for a while. I've been fighting for over a year and a half to try to get an ordinance passed for demonstrating in town. The town manager has agreed that it exists elsewhere, that it's lawful to have that. Doesn't mean that people can't demonstrate, but you can have rules. Like, for instance, out front here, it really interferes with the traffic. If you've ever gone out when they're demonstrating, the traffic on Livingston Avenue is really slowed down considerably. And I believe that maybe over in the Oval somewhere, it could be just as effective and not necessarily be right on the street to slow traffic and take a lane of traffic away. But regardless, you've got to have rules. And for whatever reason, you don't study something for over a year and a half. When I've come this is my fourth time coming and asking about it. And I don't think I got one letter initially, and that's it. Nothing's been done. What's the problem?
Jared, you want to bring up?
Yeah, sure. So, we've looked at it, and we don't believe that the regulations that you propose would be constitutional. We think that the way we do it is as restrictive as we can do. West Caldwell just proposed an ordinance that would impact demonstrations. The ACLU came out in defense of it, and West Caldwell withdrew its ordinance. We think that we can limit it by time, and we think that we have reasonable requirements around it. We can't charge fees, like out-of-town fees more.
In other
I think
words,
at one point
out-of-town
you came
people-
and you asked that we require that they carry American flags. We certainly can't do
No,
that.
no, I said that if you're going to have other flags, the American flag should be there as well.
But we can't dictate what, excuse me, Mr.
Excuse me,
Chief.
Mr. Reese, not until you're spoken, not until you're 3 minutes. Please don't interrupt.
Yeah, we've looked at it, and I think the answer is that we believe that the provisions we have in place are as far as we can go constitutional, and they work for the township.
Why did no one get back to me with this?
I thought we did at the last public meeting. I thought I gave the same answer to you. I apologize.
I think you've answered this before, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I think this has been, I think it's been answered, asked and answered.
You mean, in other words, what you said at the meeting was sufficient?
Yes.
Well, I don't feel it's sufficient, and I promise you that I'll get in touch with some lawyers to find out if it is. Did you check at all? You said you checked with other towns, because I know it's legal for them to have an ordinance just for rules that people have to follow.
Our police department coordinates with the protesters. Don't they have permits at times, right, Mr. Lewis, I believe? And we have locations set up based on public safety and the size of the protests.
Have you gotten anyone to observe this or film it for you to look at, to see if it follows your rules?
I think our police department, I think we have protests here regularly, and I think that our police department, we have officers who monitor the protests and believe that all rules are followed.
Do they monitor the traffic and what happens to the traffic on Livingston Avenue?
Yes,
And they feel it's safe and it's adequate?
I believe so. I can't speak for the chief, but if he had any issues, he'd certainly raise it to our township manager, who would either address it or raise it to this council.
Then I guess I'll have to speak to the chief.
I think I'm very happy with the idea, because obviously they're in charge of that outside the building. You know, they're protesting here
Well-
because of, they're protesting here at Town Hall because
They're
of.
not,
what-
they're not in charge of the rules that would apply to
Well, they're in charge of the
demonstrations.
traffic flow on the street. You complained about the traffic earlier.
that's one
So
thing.
that's what I'm referring to. Thank you very much.
So in other words, you're not going to have an ordinance.
We have an ordinance, and we're not going to change it.
If you have
Thank
an
you.
ordinance, can I see it?
Sure, it's in the code.
I'd like to find out where it is in the code so I can view
All right,
it.
I'll find it now, and I'll announce it
All right, thank
during my
you.
report.
Okay. Anybody else for open comments?
Forget, I'm on mine. Thanks. Hi, Jamie Resnick, but as we all know, I'm not going to go by Jamie Resnick anymore, just Jamie. I was given a name at birth and by marriage, and neither one deserve my name in front of it, so just Jamie. These are my children. As most of you know, I am a mother of 3. Many of you know me. Many of you know me from this town. A couple weeks ago, I came up here and I spoke to you. I told you what had been going on. I told you some of my issues I've been having, and no one from the town council has responded to me. No one from town council ever responds to me, or the way I've been mistreated by members of this town, my family, my ex-husband, the Livingston Police Department, people I've hired to work for me, their father, everyone who's involved in this neighborhood, in this town, in this community that I live in and raised and have been raising my 3 children, dedicating my time to Temple B'nai Abraham, dedicating my time to Collins School, dedicating my time to sports and activities, even dedicating my time when my youngest was just a baby to this very town, Parks Department, my time and my ideas. And no one cares. No one gives a shit about me, about my family, about my story, and about what happened to me. So I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it quiet, and just like the other people that have stood up in this meeting, I too am gonna find legal counsel and see how everyone feels about what they've done to me, a mother who has done nothing wrong. To 3 children in this town, 3 children I'm a mother to. Many of you know them, and no one cares. All you guys care about is how you look sitting up here and what you say in these meetings and on Facebook and all your cameras, but no one cares about what really happens in this town and the truth and how much a lawyer, a degree, money can get you something for nothing, and it's unbelievable how far you can get. And I'm here to say I'm not going away, even though you guys want me to.
Maybe you have 51 seconds.
Thank you.
I have nothing else to say.
So,
Okay, anybody else?
1 second, I'm having a conversation. She still has 42 seconds to speak. Unless you want to shut my mouth.
Mr. Reese, it's not your time to speak. It's her
No,
time.
with
If you
all
want
due
to come up,
respect.
with all due respect, if you want to come up to the microphone, you can state your name and address.
So you're saying
And
I'm not allowed to have a conversation with Ms. Resnick while she's allowed to speak?
you can sit next to her and talk to her, but not addressing this council.
So Daddy, you're gonna tell me when I can speak and when I cannot speak now? During
You're out of
public-
order.
public-
You're out of
Excuse
order.
me,
I'm not out of order.
yes.
I'm not out of
Calling me
order.
daddy is out of order.
Excuse me, interrupting me when I'm speaking.
You're not speaking.
13
This is a public
seconds, I'm
meeting.
speaking to her.
You can't speak for her. It's her time. If you want time, you
So
can come to the
you're saying that
microphone.
no one is allowed to
You're out of
speak?
order. If you want to come to the microphone, you can state your name and address and have
You
your
know who's
3
out of order?
minutes.
This whole court is out of order.
Okay, this isn't a court, this is a town council.
Anybody else? We have,
A reference to a movie, counselor.
anybody
I
else,
do.
anybody else for public
I
comment?
do.
Okay, can I have your name and address, please?
My name is Daniel M. Reeses. Is this on? We're going to take a few seconds to cool down because cooler heads prevail, counselor. And I don't appreciate being silenced when I support elders in the community that are trying to do their best to voice their opinions. Yes, it's a First Amendment right. Yes, freedom of speech. Yes, you could protest. Yes, there are council ordinances that have been created. But that woman has a concern. That concern could be alleviated. It would say, Miss, you have a lot of traffic. There's a lot of roads in town. Just go to a different road. Don't drive down North Livingston Avenue. You see, Miss Resnick has a real issue. She's a victim of actual domestic abuse at the hands of an alcoholic. Let's take a few seconds for you to digest that. You're a bunch of wealthy white men. I am a white Jewish man. I am not out of order. I am speaking the truth. I am speaking the truth. And the truth is that when you are the leaders of a town, you will have one of two options at exactly 1 minute and 31 seconds. And there are, let's count, I'm not really good at math. Oh, and what happened to the proposal that I sent before 4 o'clock following the rules, Mayor?
The rules were that we read them.
It was distributed
It
to
was
the
distributed to
council.
the council, that's all. That was
And
the rules.
I wasn't on the agenda?
The mayor sets the agenda.
And who is the mayor of this town?
I am.
And you did not put me on the agenda for what reason?
First of all-
Because we're in litigation, Mayor. That's why. You see, we're in litigation. Oh, here's your choice. You see, I stand up against domestic violence. I stand up, and I will stand up all day. I want to see who amongst you will stand up in your seats if you are against domestic violence. But if you have a hive mind and your lawyers have told you to sit silently and quietly, that means just like during World War II and the horrible things happened in Europe, you sat silently while atrocities happened underneath your very noses, right in front of your faces. Human beings were being assaulted, beaten, and you all allowed it. And now you have exactly, I don't know, about 40 seconds. Which one of you will stand up and say, you know what? I'm against domestic violence, and I will do whatever it takes to right the wrong. And if all of you sit down, each and every single one of you do not deserve a seat as leadership. God forbid there was a real emergency. We as a town are led by people that are okay. They're okay with humans beating on other humans inside of their home. The police have done nothing. The council does nothing. And you are the president of a Jewish temple. I wouldn't be able to look in the mirror if I was the mayor of this town if I were you. Enjoy your holidays, and I hope you can.
Thank you, Mr. Reeses. Your time is up.
Yeah, you can keep silencing me.
Mr. Reeses, your time is up. Your time is up. Thank you.
My time will be up.
Counselor?
Let me explain to you something.
No,
You're out of
you're
order.
not going to explain anything. Your time is up.
Oh, you're getting very aggressive, looking at the police to throw me out. Don't worry, I'm leaving voluntarily.
Okay,
You're
bye.
gonna have the police throw me out. I'm a victim of domestic abuse. I'm here speaking publicly. You've interrupted me. You have nothing to say. Public comment? You should never hold this seat ever again. You are
Police officer, please ask him to leave.
No problem. You should be ashamed of yourself. Not a single
Anybody else for public, anybody else here for public comment? That being seen, we have a comment to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor of closing? No.
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor? No, I'm sorry. No.
Yes.
Before we move on, I'm going to read a statement for myself. On Tuesday, November 11th, Livingston was subject to a horrific and unconscionable anti-Semitic protest that took place outside the suburban Torah Temple while they were hosting General Gallant of the Israeli army. Approximately 10 protesters were arrested, and 2 police officers were injured and transported to the hospital. We would like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank the entire Livingston Police Department for how well prepared they were and for the professionalism and conviction they demonstrated throughout that evening. Their actions ensured the safety of everyone inside the temple, as well as the safety of all of our residents. We want to especially acknowledge Chief Gary Marschutz, Captains DeAndrea and Mueller, Lieutenant Vince Daly, Sergeant Angelo Vella, and Paul Lenzi, as well as the entire command staff for their coordination efforts and for ensuring the response was strong, organized, and more than sufficient for the situation at hand. Additionally, we extend our sincere gratitude to all the surrounding communities, as well as the county and state police departments who came to Livingston to provide mutual aid. We are all deeply grateful for your support. As some of you know, I was recently the target of an online doxing incident that exposed my face, address, cell phone numbers, and subject me to hateful slurs simply because I am Jewish and defend the state of Israel. The video ended with the sound of gunshots that have been followed by multiple death threats over the past few weeks. I want to publicly thank the Livingston officers who have been watching over my home and my family during this time. My entire family and I are profoundly grateful for the protection, compassion, and reassurance that you have given us. I want to thank the town council, everyone at Town Hall, my friends, and the residents of our great town for your love, support, and words of encouragement during these incredibly difficult days for us and for so many in our community. As I said last night during my remarks at the Interfaith Community Service, I'm grateful to live in a community whose residents prove time and time again that they care and look out for one another. These words have never meant more to me than they do at this moment. I wish all of you and your families a very meaningful, peaceful, and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to go to reports of Township Council members. Adam?
Nothing at this time.
Barry?
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Thank you. Russ?
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor, do you have something to talk about, what we talked about? Thank you.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. First off, as always, I'd like to give a fourth round affordable housing update, just to keep the public updated. We do have another mediation scheduled tomorrow with the program, with our special adjudicator, and we'll be going to closed session following the conclusion of conference to discuss that. There has been some questions regarding Bill S-4736. It's a bill that's currently in committee in the Senate. What this bill would do is it would allow any eligible property. Eligible property is defined as a religious or a non-for-profit property to automatically qualify for affordable housing zoning at 40 units per acre. It would also allow them to qualify for a long-term tax exemption. The current draft of the bill says the planning board shall accept the application at 40 units per acre, and it says that the project shall be entitled to a long-term tax exemption. This council doesn't believe that this bill is appropriate. We will have on at our next meeting a resolution that will be sent to our legislators asking them to vote this bill down or not let it out of committee. And if there's any other questions, I'm happy to answer, but otherwise, we just wanted the public to know that this council is committed to protecting this community, its density, and smart planning.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Carolyn?
Nothing from me tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, I think the comments for this evening will be given by Councilman Butani.
Thank you, Mayor. Before I begin, Mayor, what you had gone through, I'm so sorry about that.
Thank you.
My biggest support to you, your family, and everyone involved. I was with you at the synagogue when it started happening, and I could see LPD in action. They were so efficient. While the chaos was outside, the event inside was, they made sure it went peacefully. And during the entire chaos and the online smear and everything else, you have stood firm and great words as well the other night at the Interfaith.
Thank you very much.
As far as the overall the programming and the involvement of council and the community concerned, it started with after the meeting last time. We had a full day of celebrations on the Veterans Day. We had activity here at Town Hall with the flag salute, an address by our veterans leadership in town, as well as the New Jersey's Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill graced the occasion. She herself is a veteran. She spoke well and addressed the audience. It was followed by an unveiling of Patriot Burial Marker. It's on Hillside Avenue. Councilman Weir and myself, we were there, and it was eye-opening to hear the stories, the veterans, the folks who fought in the Revolutionary War and their burial sites, and it is a history that we preserve. It's such an honor to be speaking to the Historical Society, and what a brilliant work that team is doing there. We also remembered the raising of the flags on Livingston Avenue and across the town in various streets, where we honor our Livingston heroes. And this is part of our Veterans Day celebration as well. And it continued, the Veterans Day celebration continued with lunch at the Senior Center a few days after, where all of us were there, I think, and Deputy Mayor, you spoke well on that. It was part of the continued celebration where we served the lunches. The entire council, the town manager's office, everybody from that. Kellen, you were there, Ann was there, and everybody else from the leadership team was there. Great job, Corinne, and the team under Jen Walker at the Senior Center and Recreational Center staff. And as the mayor mentioned, the Veterans Day continued with an additional event at the synagogue, and I don't have to repeat that, but that went through as well on that day. One other event that happened, it was, I was representing the council at the Livingston High School. I saw the school students show up, 15 of them at 7:50, 7:45 a.m. in a cold morning, ready to take food from everybody's cars to collect and donate food. And that continued, that spirit continued all the way into the Thanksgiving Day celebrations, where we saw Livingston neighbors helping neighbors, and the council was there as well, lifting some number of food items, but also helping and sort of seeing in action. Stacy Rubenstein and the staff, Ellen Carpus was there, and so was Nick Santilelli and Unico leadership, and a lot of students. All in all, 200+ turkeys were collected by Livingston Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That was a high goal, and they overshot that. So great work there by that team. And as the mayor mentioned, the celebration continued, and this was Thanksgiving by the time, and it was at the Temple Beth Shalom, the Interfaith Thanksgiving dinner, celebration there. A couple other things that we attended. We were at the Temple Beth Shalom again. It was Deputy Mayor and myself. There was a dedication of the playground there. That was a brilliant work. A piece of land which was not used next to the temple, converted brilliantly by some recycled material. And I think I would ask our or town manager also to see, like, there are some brilliant ideas there. Some recycled metal was used and reused, and it was nicely put. Maybe something to visit and take a look. But it was a nice little thing, which, of course, our projects are much bigger. Mayor and I attended the viewing of Officer Baker, and we saw all of his colleagues. That reminds, as the mayor rightly said, the values of family and what it means to be supporting each other. And we continue to pray, as the mayor said, and we continue to come together for Officer Baker and his family. Couple of great celebrations to round up. Just yesterday, I believe, we had a huge win by Livingston Lancers girls soccer team, and they won the state championship. 100 minutes of intense soccer. Sean, you were there, and you testified it was a grueling game, and it was an electric all the way, the game there. But also I read that the team lost so many key players, and they continue to plow through the whole season. And what a brilliant win. It shows the endurance and the grit that the girls showed there. I'm sure we will get them here to kind of honor them and in due course and speak to them. As far as the next set of events, we have open space assessment at the town hall on Monday, December 1st. Thank you. December 1st, Monday, and it's at, 7 o'clock here at Town Hall. And there we're going to go through the plans for Lacari, Strawman, and Orchard Hill properties and what is coming up there. A lot of residents have asked the question, what are we thinking there? These are the plans that have been discussed in the past, debated, formulated, and now this is something to see what those open spaces will look like. Councilman Anthony is going through the open space part of it, and then there's a lot of properties being captured that way and dedicated back to the town. There will be a steel beam ceremony as well at the new YMCA, 304 South Livingston Avenue. I think that's happening on 5th of December, if I'm not mistaken. That's correct. At 9:30 a.m. So this is pretty much the summary. In conclusion, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. May we all celebrate and remember the less fortunate amongst us, and give thanks to the components that we are enjoying and we are so fortunate to enjoy. So have a great time with your families and enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Mayor.
Deputy Mayor, do you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to chime in on a couple of things, if that's okay. I do, just because Caden said something, I just also want to say that I think as the mayor, you handled that situation with frankly a scary video, with aplomb and bravery. I think that if that was me in that video, my wife would be having a very serious conversation with me about staying in public life, and I think all of us around the table can say that with some admiration that I would hope I would handle it the same way that you did.
Thank you very much.
I also had a really fun weekend. Councilman Butani has detailed some of the wonderful things that the council has gone to this weekend. I missed all of it because I did a couple of things that were really exciting and Livingston-oriented, and I just wanted to talk about it for 1 minute. On Friday night and into Saturday, we drove up to Yale to watch the Yale-Harvard game, and Livingston's own Nick Conforti was playing as a senior. And Yale won. Nick was playing for them, and it was a very exciting game. They pulled it out. They beat Harvard, who was undefeated, and they got to win the Ivy League championship, are now going into the playoffs. For the first year, there's a playoff in the, I think it's called FCS level, and they're going to go play in Youngstown, so they have an extended season, and just really thrilling. And yesterday was the game that Councilman Butani was talking about, was the Livingston High School girls soccer team became state champs for the first time ever. It was a absolutely thrilling game, double overtime, penalty kicks. It was a fairy tale ending. The Wrights, very close friends of mine from growing up, who went to LHS, Their daughter Chloe was who we were rooting for the hardest, but everyone there had their team member that they were rooting for. It was just a thrilling victory for Livingston that we're going to be celebrating for a long time to come. Thank you, Mayor.
Michael, Al, anything to say? Since we're all getting a chance?
Yeah, no, I want to just say exactly what Councilman Klein had said, because I know that when that video came out, Mayor, me and you were talking on the telephone, and it was scary, and we kind of talked about what we should do and what we should do to protect you, and just very happy. And again, thank you very much to our police department, and Ed, you handled it like a mayor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And to echo that, no one should have to go through what you've gone through the last couple of weeks. We're all volunteers up here, but the way you handled it was with class and dignity, and I think everyone up here feels what I'm about to do.
Thank you guys very much. It's, as I said earlier, I have, continue, and even more so this evening, feel the love from everybody. So thank you very much. And just two more celebrations that were not mentioned. Happy belated birthday to Councilman Butani, and a happy early birthday to Councilman Anthony next week, all right? So want to wish everybody as well. We are going to be going back into open in the conference room. So thank you very much.